Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Keith from Heavy Mental Art. I'm an artist from Sydney, Australia. And today in this video, I just wanted to go over some tips that might help you to create art in Procreate. I've used Procreate for a number of years to create a lot of my artworks. It can be tricky when you're first using it. I'm using an older iPad, as you can see, but it still works pretty well for what I need. Tip number one, stacking different artworks together. This will help you to keep more organized with your Procreate files. So go to select, click on 2 or more files, and then stack. Tip number 2, make sure you're creating in the correct canvas size. So I have different kind of sizes here that I've used before. And also make sure you're using the correct DPI. You can also adjust by going up to there, canvas, crop and resize, settings. Tip number 3 is brushes. I have quite a few different brushes that I use for what I need. But the cool thing about Procreate is you can adjust the streamline, which kind of gives you more control over the strokes that you make. I feel like 50% or a bit more than that is a good. You can also save certain brush thicknesses by holding and pressing the plus symbol. That will save different brush sizes. Tip number 4 is layers. So if you swipe to the left, you can lock the layer. You can duplicate layers or clear it. Press the little N, and it'll give you control over the opacity of the layer and different blend modes as well. You can also group layers by swiping right on 2 or more and then pressing group, so you have them kind of all grouped together. Tip number 5 is gestures. So they're kind of like shortcuts that you can do with your fingers. Double tap with 2 fingers will undo. Double tap with 3 fingers will redo. You can also bring up different options by swiping down and also using your fingers to kind of like rotate the canvas and zoom in and out. So make sure you get familiar with them because they'll help you the workflow so much. Also, holding down on the canvas will bring up like the eyedropper tool, so you can select different colors. You can also control or change the gestures as well. Go to preferences, gesture controls. This is really helpful for line work files. So if I go up to here and insert a line work, so this is a PNG line work with a transparent background. So if I tap on the layer, it'll bring up more options, then go to reference. Make sure the layer is below the line work. So if I just drop and drag a color, it'll fill inside the line work and won't touch the black lines. So reference. Very handy for filling in colors quickly. So tip number 7 is selection tools. So if you go to the little arrow at the top, so freeform, uniform, we'll have it all in one go. Distort will distort the image, warp. So that's handy. You can also flip the images. If you click the little S symbol, you can select inside or certain colors or line works. So if you hold it, you can get more close to the edge of it. Freehand is more like the lasso tool, so you press a little dot, then you can move it around. You can also select it and invert, so select the opposite of what you selected. So drawing guides are another helpful tip. Make a new layer, go up to little tool icon, drawing guides, and then edit drawing guides. So you can have like a grid, perspective, symmetry. You can also change the colors of the lines and the thickness, opacity. Once you're done, just press done. So that's symmetry. So if I draw something on one side, it goes to the other side. You can also tap the layer, go to drawing assist, and that will apply the same effect onto different layers. One cool thing about symmetry is if you go to options, you can control the different ways that you want the symmetry to go. Tip number 9 to get perfect shapes or lines. So if I do a circle, then hold it, then go up to there, and press circle. So it's like a perfect circle. Same with doing a square, so just do a rough square, then hold it at the ends. Then you have different options. Also doing perfect, getting a perfect line. So do straight, hold it. And if you go up to drawing guide again, 2D grid, drawing assist, you can get lines perfect to the grid. So another good tip, if you go up to adjustments, if you want to change like the color of a line work, has different effects. You can press select, fill it with a color. Then you go up to adjustments, you can adjust the different colors. So tip number 10, if you're exporting the file as for like a JPEG or PNG, go to share. You can also export it as a Photoshop document. So you can export it, save it to like a Google Drive, is like what I do, and then I download it on my computer, open it up in Photoshop, and then work on it more in Photoshop. If you're saving it as a PNG, make sure it has no background and just the part that you're saving. So PNG. Or if you save it as a JPEG, you can also save it as PDF as well. You can also save it as a Procreate file, so if you want to have a backup on your Google Drive. Thanks so much for watching. Hope these tips have helped you in some way. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, or leave a comment. Happy to answer any questions you have. So I've used Procreate for a while to create artworks like this. It's definitely a great investment. It's just a one-off payment for the app, and you just have to get an iPad and then the pencil. But it's great for a traveling artist or drawing on the go. So if you're thinking of getting one to create digital art, just go for it and then just experiment. The more you do it, the better you get. See you in the next video.